If you can fill in the blank, blank does not grow on trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. Now, what does that communicate to you? It's not a lot around, is it? Not a lot of money around, and everybody's talking about the economic devastation that is going on right now. And you see businesses with going out of business signs, right? Well, what about all the businesses that are making billions of dollars? I have a very good friend of mine, and I'm going to talk about relationships because it's going to be crucial. His name is Keith Weich, and he runs Cub Foods. He runs a $3 billion operation. $1 billion operation. He's not talking about the economic issues. He's building a company. In fact, he was just named the 2010-2011 CEO of the Year. Why? Because he didn't say money doesn't grow on trees. He says there is a place of abundance. I have to find it. Because many of you may not realize that there are 2.2 million young people just like you across the country at colleges and universities that are saying, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a researcher, I want to be a teacher, I want to be whatever it is, an entertainer. What's going to make you stand out among every other person that's going to go to that audition, go to that job, or launch their own business? What is it about you that makes you so special? I was talking to many of you, and there was a young man that I was talking to. I said, what do you want to do? He says, I want to do something in entertainment. I said, oh. I said, well, what is it in entertainment you want to do? He says, I think I want to be a lawyer. I said, what makes you think you can be an entertainment lawyer? He says, well, I know a lot about entertainment, and I like it, and I'm really intrigued by it. I said, okay. I said, well, what value do you bring to somebody in entertainment? You know what he said? I don't know. How many people don't know your value? Right. Thank you for your honesty. Come here. Come here, sir. The one that raised their hand that says, yeah, I don't know my value. Because guess what? Let me share. Yeah. Come. Let me share with you this. I work with CEOs, vice presidents, directors, and guess what? They don't know their value. So there's no way you can sit there at 18 years old and tell me you know your value. I want to share with you, I think I'm going to give you a copy of my book called There Is More Inside. Thank you. But guess what? Remember when the dean was talking about honesty, truth? I value that, young people. I value truth. I like people to confess. I don't know what I don't know. But I'm open to learning what I don't know. Did something happen over there? What happened?
He fell.
Oh, he tripped accident. He was excited. These are some of the things I want you to begin to think about. Let's go back to belief, because your belief system has to shift. If you don't shift your belief system, you're going to be left behind. Let me explain to you something. You heard my bio. I worked with some of the biggest names. She didn't share this, but I worked with some of the biggest names in the world. I'm not saying that to boast. I'm sharing it because I want to open you up to something. When I was talking about belief, do you remember Forrest Gump? What was his famous saying? Okay, life is a box of chocolates. to get. See, we have taken that, we repeat it, it's become a part of us, so we don't feel like we can own our space, that we are creators of our own space. But the reality is, it doesn't matter where you are, where your background is. It doesn't matter whether you come from a single parent home. It doesn't matter whether your mother had you at 14, 15, 18, 20, 30. It doesn't matter whether you came from the inner city or poverty. It doesn't matter whether you came from a big home and a rich family. It's all up to you. And it's all up to you because you have the capacity to become anything you want to do if you're open. Now, what do I mean by that? In order to get to any type of level in life, you have to build the capacity to get there. You can't just automatically do a quantum leap there. You have to build capacity. What does it take to build capacity? I'm going to share with you something that may surprise you. I was a CDF student in high school. A part of that was because I enjoyed being popular more than I enjoyed being smart. How many people like being popular? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I love being popular, and so my academics suffered. But when I went to college, I had to do a paradigm shift, meaning I had to turn from what I thought was true and what I thought was right and what I thought was good, and I had to make some different decisions. And the number one decision I had to make was what? What do you think I had to do first? Somebody said study. Before I could study, I had to do something else. The shift had to come in something else before I could study. But because the studying is the offshoot or the effect of me doing what?
Believing in yourself.
Changing my priorities. Huh? Working on showing up. Right. I had to start here and make a decision. I had to make a decision. And that decision that I had to make is, do I want to graduate from college? Because see, there's 5 of us, 5 children. 3 of the 5 went to college. You know how many graduated? 1. And guess what? If we look at statistics, I don't know how many people are in here. Let's say there's 300 people. We look at it statistically, more than half of you will not graduate. And you know why you won't graduate? Because you won't take the first step. And the first step is to shift how you believe and what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your education,